let's take it up a layer and say, okay, you know what? Bitcoin, the mother of all cryptocurrencies. No, not that relevant as an investment. Let's talk about the blockchains where that I could invest in, where I really invest into the blockchain where NFTs are happening. You mentioned a couple before. Do you want to kind of a rundown of investable blockchains where you people could buy the coins of those blockchains and would have in theory exposure to the NFT, probably on some blockchains like Ethereum not as much because there's so much other stuff happening, and then probably on other blockchains it's very, very specific because they are special purpose for NFTs.
Right. I mean, yeah, there's quite a few of them, and I did mention a couple earlier, right? So, Engine is one of my favorite ones. Very focused on blockchain, but NFT development. Flow, that is the token behind the Flow network, and right now the token is not really incorporated so much into their platforms, but it definitely will be. Other ones are like Sand. Sand is very popular too. That is the native token of the Sandbox, which is also a virtual land world. And it's the one I've actually invested the most in, is in the Sandbox. I'm building a game there as well on my land. And so you can invest using that. Same thing with Decentraland, they have Mana, so that's their base token. So those ones are all both virtual land tokens. You can invest on that. Obviously, Wax is a great ecosystem, tons of NFT stuff going on there. A couple other ones like Ultra is a pretty cool one for game distribution and selling. Ultra IO. We talked about RFox a little bit earlier. That's another online. Axie Infinity, very popular game, has their own currency, AXS. Which has been doing really well. Axie is a really fun game, really a good way to play to earn. You can earn a pretty decent amount there. And there's a couple other ones. Like I said, Rary was another one we talked about. Let me think, who else? Oh, Phantasma. Phantasma is definitely one of my favorite up and coming ones. I love what's going on in Phantasma.
What about in only saying, you know what? I don't care about all the details. I just want to hold some ETH. I just want to hold some BNB. Right. I'm just going to hold some ADA. I don't know how much NFTs are happening on Polkadot. I don't know. But what about this strategy? Or do you think that's too diversified in a sense that ETH might go up or might go down because of NFTs, or BNB might go up or might go down, but the exposure is not strong enough? How do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if it's a solid blockchain like that, the price action is really not probably going to be determined by what's going on in the NFT world. Ethereum, has a lot more going on than just NFTs, and it always has. Same thing with some of these other ones like ADA and BNB and stuff like that. So I think that it's not. I don't think that that's really going to really affect those. I think those are all great coins that are good long-term holds. But at this point, I don't think their ecosystems are robust enough to really make a big impact like that.
Great. Let's take it up another notch. Are there any?
You got a lot of notches, man.
No, there's 2 more notches.
Seriously, 2 dang. Another notch. You're like the German emerald.
Okay, so what about trading platforms? Is it possible to invest in those? So I don't know, like where not directly the NFT, but like maybe a step below where maybe they get aggregated, collected, or like a whale token, for example. Like, is it possible, like things like these?
Yeah, and I mean, I talked about a couple like the Niftex does like the fractionalized NFTs. So you're kind of underlying thing. Yeah, whale is a token that where they just have a big stable of NFTs, and then the token is kind of pegged to that, but it's an ERC20. So I mean, as much as I like it, I guess I'm not really focused so much on Ethereum these days. But I mean, there's a couple other ones. Wax also actually just came out with an interesting bridge to Ethereum where you can get parts of the overall NFT sales through their platform by staking or by burning your Wax P for Wax G or Wax E tokens, and then you can also get Wax G. It's a little bit complicated, but in general, it is kind of like investing in the kind of and then a lot of these platforms actually also have staking too. So Wax does have staking. A couple other ones have like staking mechanisms where you can hold those and just kind of stake them there too, and you get residual passive income, which I love. Some passive income in crypto. It's one of my big things, and staking is definitely one of the things I focus on too.
Definitely. Is it possible to invest in OpenSea or Rarible, super rare, or what's possible there?
Rarible, yes, because they have their own token, so you can say, oh, if I buy the token, I'm investing, but you can't directly invest in those as like a company. There's no, you can't like stock, they're not traded like that. So no.